What's up, y'all? Clean Cuts the One back with another video. I don't know if you guys can check the difference, but I just got my new vlog camera, so I'm thinking everything should look a lot better. As you can see, I'm in the barber shop, Clean Cut Grooming Lounge, and I actually just stopped in to get my computer. This is why I got a new camera, man. I had recorded a whole vlog of a Friday in the shop. You got it next. Let's go. I wanted you guys to see some of the cuts. I wanted you guys to see the chair spinning. I wanted you guys to see. This is what lunch looks like. We got 10 minutes for the next one, so. Alex, Anthony, Tommy, and Matt, you know, cutting up and everything like that. And I was going to do like a time lapse of everything because we had started talking about client acquisition, right? How to get clients in the chair. And then I was going to do another part on client retention, how to keep the clients. But I had that issue with to where I couldn't get the stuff to go from my phone to my MacBook. Like, I'm not a tech genius. I wanted to follow up with you guys on the client retention, right? So you've been doing the free haircuts. There's people that have been rocking with you, right? And they sit down in your chair the first time. Maybe you're new. Maybe you've been in the shop for a long time. But either way, the clients have sat down once you get them in the chair because you say, hey, I'm doing free haircuts, or hey, I'm doing a discounted haircut. How do you keep them in the chair? Well, there's little things that you can do, and it starts with the service. I had recorded in the other vlog a client who had sat down and he booked the clean cut grooming shave, right? But he had a goatee, so he booked the beard trim as well as the haircut. That's a $65 service. It took about 45 minutes to perform the service. After I performed the 45-minute service, he tipped $20. That's $85 in 45 minutes. And this isn't like a freak occurrence. This happens regularly. Why would somebody do that? Because he felt special. He felt good. First of all, he was referred here, so he had high expectations of the service. When you're getting referrals, you need to maintain those expectations. So he came in, he was greeted with a smile, right? He was called by his name because when you work appointments, usually the people have their names listed. He was greeted by his name, and I was excited about cutting his hair. That's something that's important, is the client wants to see that you are excited about performing the services. If you're a barber, you should be excited about being a barber because it's the greatest profession we can have. We get to come and hang out in a man cave all day, talk about whatever we want. We never have to miss the game. You shouldn't have a hard time cultivating a good environment. Now, if you work in a barber shop, if you're not a barber shop owner, right? If you're just a barber, I suggest that you find the environment that facilitates the type of service you want to perform. Now, granted, when I was in the first barber shop that I was in, the barber did give me the ability to do appointments. He gave me the ability to perform the services that I wanted to perform. And a lot of the services that I was performing were not that were necessarily offered on the menu. I had to promote those services myself. So I would encourage you to try to find a shop like that. If you can't find it, you've got to grind it out, and then you do like I did. I was in the shop for 11 months, then I sold my sneaker collection and opened up the shop. I did it on faith. So the environment is very important. When a client comes in, they want to see a good atmosphere. Let me show you what my shop looks like. You can see the chairs look good. The stations look good. And shout out to Josh Fink at Razor Sharp Barbershop in Knoxville, Tennessee. He was the one that found these stations a long time ago, gave me his blessings. Now, is my shop the cleanest shop, like, out of all the shops that I've seen? I try to keep a pretty clean shop. Let me be transparent with you. When I left on Saturday, man, I was tired. I did not straighten up my station. So let me show you what it looks like. I got the bills because they got to be paid. This is what my stuff looks like. These are the products that I use. And look at this drawer. Look at this. This is terrible. Should not be like this. But you can bet that when I return on Monday, I'm going to come in an hour and a half early so I can sanitize, disinfect, and all of that stuff. So when the client comes in and they see that the shop is clean, right? They see that you're excited. They see that you're excited to perform their services. Then you got to have your conversation game. You got to find a common point of identification with your client. Again, if you're happy about performing the services, if you're happy about being a barber, you shouldn't really have a difficult time like enjoying it. Like if you don't enjoy what you do, then you probably don't need to be doing it. But if you enjoy being a barber and you're grateful to be a barber, then you should be able to enjoy it. You know, strike up the conversation, man, and do the extra stuff. Like any of the senses that you can stimulate, right? Whether it be smell, touch, like all that stuff. That's why on the Clean Cut Signature Shave, we do 2 passes. We do 1 pass with the grain, 1 pass across the grain. What does that do? That gives me an opportunity to put 2 hot towels on them, 1 cold towel. I utilize shave oil, I utilize shave gel, and I use 2 different razors. I use my feather and my 245 razor. Then we're using the steamer, which is doing the aromatherapy. It's helping with their breathing. There's no pulling of the hair coming off the skin. So it's just like a luxurious grooming experience that the client, their only job is to come in, to engage with you, to have conversation, and to feel good, to let you do your thing. They just relax, and then when they get up, when you set them up after that, you know, after that shave or whatever, they just sit up and realize they look great, they feel great, they've been entertained, their mind has been stimulated, and they've appreciated the service. They feel good here, and they look good here. And people are willing to pay for that. Now, something that's important is that you need to be charging appropriately for your services, right? You need to know the value of your time, and you need to be charging accordingly. And a lot of barbers have a hard time with that. They don't want to charge because they think that there's a competition there. And let me say a piece on competition. There's other barbers in my area. There's a lot of people that are, you know, I guess you could say that it would be a competitive environment. I don't look at competition. I don't look at what other barbers in my area are doing. I don't look at, because what it does is it distracts me from staying focused on what I'm doing. This is Clean Cut Grooming Lounge. This is a one-of-a-kind thing in my area, and there isn't a competition. If there's somebody else that picks up on what I'm doing, then the thing that's going to keep me ahead of the curve is my continuing education. The bottom line is that when a client comes into your shop, they need to be made to feel good, not just look good. A great haircut can get a client. A great haircut can keep a client. But an exceptional service experience with the practical foundation of the haircut looking good is what makes an average barber be able to make above average money. I can tell you that the money that we make here is not the thing that we worry about. The thing that I worry about is, have I facilitated a way for every client that wants to receive a service from my barbershop, did they have a way to do that? They can book online. I've got my earpiece in, so I'm answering the phone so I can book appointments. Do I have the ability and do I have the staff who is capable of performing the services that the client needs to receive? The foundation of Clean Cut Grooming Lounge, it is centered around the service. It is centered around the client's experience. It's centered around, also money is not the motivation. That's why you got to charge enough, because we're not motivated by money here. If you're motivated by dollars only, I would probably suggest that that might be an issue as well. So we're going to continue to focus on the client's experience, making them feel good all the way around, stimulating all of their senses, providing a good service that's structurally sound for the foundation of the haircut, the beard trim, whatever, and then basically just smiling, just being a positive person, just bringing positive energy. And there's some other things that you can do too, and I'm going to continue to talk about those. But I wanted to talk about service, and I wanted you guys to know what's helping me to become successful. I'm going to continue to hit these things off. I hope you guys are absorbing this information. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm really happy with this camera. I just got to say that. I'm not going to stop. We're just getting going. Clean Cut Grooming Lounge in full effect. Clean Cut's the one. Believer Barber, 245, you know what it is. Man, it's good to be a barber. Another thing, drop your questions in the comments. Seriously, you got to drop questions in the comments, because that's going to help me produce the content that you guys need, because I'm going to address everything as I go, but I don't really know what the priority is for you guys. I don't know if my base is, I know I got a lot of students, but I don't know what I have the most of. Do I have early students? Do I have new barbers in the barbershops? Do I have more barbers that have been barbers for a long time than I know? Drop your questions in these comments. Subscribe to the channel and pay attention to what I'm saying to you, so that way we can interact fully. All right? Thank y'all for tuning in. Check it out. Till next time, peace.